everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily. Don't forget to subscribe and join the family. Today I'm doing the all about my eyeshadow palettes tag. This has been circling on YouTube for about, I don't know, I'd say about a month now, so it's fairly new, but it's kind of old. I figured why not share with you some of my palettes. So the first question is like, what is your newest palette? So your most newest palette would have to be this Aurora Lights from BH Cosmetics. Now, I don't necessarily think that this is a new palette, but it's new to me. So it's got 18 colors and they're all baked and they're all fabulous. And I love using it because it's just got so many different amazing colors in here. And the formula is it's just so amazing. I don't know, I'm filming in front of the I don't know if you guys can see those swatches, but it's amazing. It's an amazing palette, and it's called Aurora Lights. So my oldest palette would have to be, hands down, Naked Urban Decay, the original one. Looks like this on the inside. As you guys can tell, I loved that half-baked shade. I've gone through like a few of those just individually, bought them on my own, but I just love all of that. I rarely jump into those kind of taupey grays down there, but I do love, like, my favorite eye of all time is putting half-baked right on your half-baked right on your lid, and then putting Smog in your outer V. And then another old palette would be my Galaxy Chic. If you guys know me, you know that I love this palette. It is so versatile, and it looks crazy, but you can really do so many different looks. You can do a blue look, a more toned down neutral look, or there's some lilacs up in this corner, some purples, down here are some browns. I love it. The formula is amazing, and if you wet it, it comes out even more fantastic. So yeah, I highly recommend all of that. So most expensive, I had a little bit of trouble here because I don't really go out and buy palettes that are $200, you know what I mean? I would have to say that my most expensive would be in the range of like 40 to 50. I don't own like a $70 palette. I don't own 80, in that range. So for that category, for most expensive would be hands down Anastasia Beverly Hills, definitely. So I have two. I love this one from Norvina. Looks like this. As you can tell, it's all dirty looking. I apologize, but it is so gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that. You can do anything from just everyday wearable, or you can just jazz it up a bit. In this crease right now, I have Love. I'm just obsessed, and a little bit of this Wild Child right there. So, and sorry, I dropped the brush. The pigmentation out of this palette it's just unreal. Her palettes are unreal. I love them so much. So definitely highly recommend the Norvina. And then I have the one from Carli Bybel. Now the one from Carli Bybel, it's not one of my favorites, but like color play, it's not really one of my favorites. I do love these kind of peachy, sort of burgundy, burnt rust shades right there. And then there's like a mauve right here that I love. But I'd say it's definitely up there in the price range point. I'm sure I might have something that's a little bit more expensive, but out of my everyday palettes that I use, it's definitely these are the two that are the most expensive. I'd say. And the Urban Decay, I think this one was up there in the 40 to 50 range, definitely. Okay, so moving along, because I know I tend to ramble. So the next would be most affordable. I'm sorry if the lighting goes in and out. I'm right near my window. Would have to hands down be the Art of Nude from Absolute New York. Looks like this. Could actually pass as a dupe for your naked. This one, Urban Decay. I know what you mean. Like, I'm like, this one's so much more gold. This one's so much more kind of in the middle of a brown, more leaning towards taupe. But this could definitely hands down be a dupe for Half Baked, and it's amazing. $7.99 or 40 something dollars, 40 to 50 range, or $7, you know. It's up to you. I do have a link down below. I will link the link for Absolute New York. I have a referral link that will get you 10% off of their website, so I will link that down below. Give you guys a code. It's Emily10. Most colorful. No, sorry. Everyday. I'm gonna share with you two palettes. So, would be the Toasted Tartlet palette. Looks like that on the outside, and the inside. Oh, it's amazing. So stunning. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so amazing. And the shades just like, I don't, can you see this one? It twinkles. Oh, it's so amazing. I swear to you, I use this line all the time. It's so amazing. Highly recommend that for an everyday look. Or the thing is, it can go all the way from just like you're trying to run out the door. You'll just put maybe like these on your lids or that right on your lid. But these dark tones are perfect for a smoky eye. I love from Too Faced the Natural Matte. Looks like this on the inside. This is another palette that I'm obsessed with. So amazing. The most sexiest eye you can create with this palette, hands down. By putting Strapless, which is right here on your lid, putting it right on your lid, then putting, where are you, Sexpresso, sorry, in your outer V, and then putting a little bit of Chocolate Cookie and Risque in that crease. Obsessed. So those would be my everyday palettes. That's like, you know, I'm running out the door, I'm trying to think of what to come up with. I can always usually rely on these right here. So most colorful, I have many palettes that are most colorful. So I kind of ran into a little bit of an issue with that. But hands down, it became, I'm working with like absolutely no space right here, so bear with me. So first one would be from Morphe, the Jeffree Star palette. Looks like this on the inside. You do get a giant mirror and it looks like that. Love it. Now be careful, some of these shades do stain the eyelid. I have used these bright hot pinks and I've used that red up in the corner, and some of the greens at the bottom do stain your eye. It leaves like a staining sort of look to your eye. So just be careful and be aware of that. But that color right there, Millions, is absolutely amazing right there. So definitely most colorful. And then I have from BH. I don't really use this one a lot. It's so busy and I never know what to do with it, but it's the 40 color eyeshadow palette from BH. It's in Party Girl. Looks like that. Every color in the rainbow. Boom, right before your eyes. Blue, purple, yellow, red, green. It's all there. Party Girl. The pigmentation though in this palette is not, it's not really that good. So would I recommend it? No. I would definitely, obviously, much more recommend getting something from Morphe if you want quality with pigment. Smallest palette would have to be, where did you go? Would be this one. It's from Bare Minerals in Gen Nude Latte. It's their eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. It's super pretty on the outside. Looks like a swirly latte with milk, and then you open it and it's just got the most prettiest shades. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Look at those. Just look at that for a minute. Like, what is that? That is amazing. Enough said. Biggest would have to be, I'd say Morphe in general make the biggest in my opinion. See, super big, but it's quite colorful as well. Love this palette. Love all of those neutrals on this side. Love those dark, dreamy blues. I highly recommend these palettes if you want to work with color, if you want to work with nudes. I highly recommend this palette. This one is 35V in Stunning Vibes. Highly recommend that one. Highly recommend. Best memory. I had to think about this one too. It's sort of like a tie between the Urban Decay Naked because it was my first palette, and I just remember how excited I was. I was like, I need this palette. And I remember at the time it was just like, it was a lot of money, and I was working at like the Christmas tree shop, and it was unheard of, you know what I mean, to just go and buy a palette like that, because I was just really buying things from CoverGirl and, you know, the drugstore, and then to just go and own something like that was definitely amazing. Then I would have to say my chocolate bar palettes from Too Faced. I have so many memories with these. I mean, just the smell alone. I wish they invented something where you could smell, like a smell-o-vision. But look at this. Oh my god, it's so versatile. It smells like chocolate. It just never fails. It never does. I remember this shade in particular. This one, Peanut Butter. I remember I just loved that one so much right here. Peanut Butter. Oh my god. I'd put that right on my lid. Mascara, something in the crease, and I'd be out the door. But definitely, I have the original chocolate bar. I have the semi-sweet chocolate bar. I have chocolate gold, which I'm just trying to find room right now, and I don't have any room. So this one's a lot more colorful and a lot more like, it's got shimmer, a lot of crazy things going on in there. Let me just leave those there. Worth the hype. So I have a few palettes that are definitely worth the hype. So obviously when you look at this, you're gonna know why I definitely think it's worth the hype. I mean, it's a little mermaid, little seashell, and you open it and it's just so pretty. Look at that. You know, you got your nice blues in there, you got your browns in there. It's so pretty. So that's worth the hype. That was the Tarte one. It's Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palette. This one is from Too Faced. I used this one like absolute crazy when this came out. This is the Life's a Festival, Peace, Love, and Unicorns. You're gonna know what I mean. Like, I hit pan on a lot of that. Obsessed with this palette. When this came out, this was everything. Everything to me. I used this as a blush, I remember. This I used sometimes as contour. Highlight. I would, you know, use these as regular lid shades. Super versatile. And it kind of has this like citrus lemon scent to it. Highly recommend that one as well. This one's from Too Faced. It's the Sweet Peach palette. It also smells like peaches. And I hit pan on a few things in there too because it's super versatile. You could go very light, you can go medium, and you can go super sexy, smoky, dark. So, and it smells like peaches, which is my favorite thing. Also, worth the hype. To many people, this might not be worth the hype, but the little Volt collection from Jaclyn Hill, I didn't have any problems with formulation. I know some people had some difficulties with the formulation, but this one, I love this one. This is in Armed and Gorgeous. This is another one of my favorite palettes to use every day. Just throw on and you're good to go. And I also have this one, which is Bling Boss, which is absolutely stunning. I love this palette for bridal looks. If you're a bride, this palette is amazing because this mauve shade right there, I need to do a video on that. I'm gonna be doing a bridal look very soon. Hang tight. Not worth the hype. Not worth the hype. What's not worth the hype? I don't think I have a not worth the hype. Do I? No, I have all worth the hypes. I also have these. These are worth the hype too. This was last year at Christmas. You spin open the wheel and it looks like this. As you can tell, I loved that glitter. Makes everything perfect. And then the blush, I love the blush. You've seen this in a bunch of my videos. Love that one. And then you get the little bronzer and the highlight, which you can obviously tell I love. So that's the Let It Snow Girl palette. Definitely worth the hype. And this is also worth the hype. This is the Chilled with Cannabis Sativa palette. Obsessed with this palette. Look at that. I've used this during the holidays, Christmas, that gems color up at top. Obsessed. So amazing. You know, I don't have a palette that's not worth the hype. I'm trying to look here and see if I have anything that's not worth the hype. I mean, I guess if I had to pick anything, I would probably say the Chocolate Gold palette. Save your money on that because it's just the color formulate, like there's not enough mattes. I'll just throw that out there. There's not enough matte shades, and then there isn't like a bright frosty highlight in here. There's not even like a mid to medium highlight shade. I mean, I guess you could use Gold Dripped or Famous if you're dark toned, but there's just too much shimmer in this for me. And for anybody that's like with more mature skin, it's too shiny. It's too shimmery shiny and not enough. This is the only transitional matte in this whole palette. And then this down here is the only like brow bone. Like, yes, it's pigmented. You're getting pigment. I'm not gonna lie and say you're not getting pigment, but it's not like something, hiccup, excuse me, it's not something that I like need. most used would have to hands down be a cross between these two right here. Definitely a cross between these two. If it's not this, it's this. Back and forth. This palette I probably have to say is my most used palette. It's just, I don't know what to do, I grab it. I bring it on vacation, I bring it, you know, if let's say I don't know what to do with my eyes, or I'm going somewhere to an occasion, I'll go with this. It's just so, it's so interchangeable. It's also wonderful if, let's say, you're working out of something like this palette, the Cannabis palette, and then, you know, you're going in with some of these crazy greens, but there's not enough warmth, right? So that's why I'll usually bring that palette out. You see how that's so warm, and it's gonna be so awesome for the transitional end of it. But yeah, that's the video. Those are my palettes. That's the tag. When I say, this is a disclaimer, when I say those are my palettes, those are definitely not all of my palettes. I definitely have like, I'd say total I have like maybe 200 to 300 palettes, but this is me answering those questions. This is me talking about what's my most used, my best memory, the not worth the hype, you know, answering all those questions. So let me know down below if you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Ding! Hit that notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a video, which is important because if you don't upload enough, I believe YouTube kind of loses you in that algorithm. So, yeah, we want to stay in touch. I want to stay in touch with you guys and keep you informed with what's going on. Yeah. If you haven't checked out my gemstone video, I will link that somewhere above. I did that as my last video. I'm going to be continuing each month with gemstone looks. So if your birthday is in July, watch out for that. And yeah, that is the video. And leave me comments and questions down below. Don't be afraid. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye!